These ferries are very much important to us. We all know what we've been encountering during the rainy season, when our people are traversing between the Lunge and Freetown. And it's affected Sierra Leoneans because most times Sierra Leoneans are traveling to Lunge, and it's affected them when we have this breakdown on these ferries. And I want to crave on the indulgence of His Excellency the President to want to use these ferries, because the President, when he's traveling to Lunge, he's using Sea-Coach or Sea-Bag. Let him try to use one of these ferries so that he will know the problems Sierra Leoneans are facing. When President Komon-Tok was in power, he used the ferry. He used that to interact with the people, to know their problems. Yes, when President Komon-Tok and he was interacting with the Sierra Leoneans on the ferries, but President Leone, since he started to power, he never used the ferries. Instead, he's using the comments our people are facing. So I want to call him for him to look to solve the problem of this country. And the roads, Cathedral has been the gateway of this country. You cannot continue to improve on the airport and live in the township unimprove. The improvement of the airport should go simultaneously with the improvement of the township of Lunge, because Lunge is the first state of call. You cannot continue to improve on the airport and leave the township unimproved. So I want to crave on the indulgence of Mr. President to see how best we can be able to improve on the roads within the township of Lunge. And finally, Mr. Speaker, there is also the construction of the National Arts Gallery that is meant for the entertainment industry. This is a promise that was made by His Excellency the President, that he's going to construct an art gallery that will be responsible for the screening of films. And that entertainment building is going to be used by musicians. Now we've been given appointments. You have entertainment ambassador, you have peace ambassador, but we should be able to have at least an entertainment commission that will be responsible to look after the activities of our entertainers. We have now TikTokers, we have film producers, we have artists. So we need a commission that is going to be established that will be looking at these activities, not just giving you are serving as the entertainment director of the shops. So, Mr. Speaker, now that my brother from Kailan has said President Dio is the champion of roads and bridges, so I want to call on him for him to see how best he can be able to construct the Lunge Bridge. Because the Lunge Bridge, we need it. Because if we connect the Lunge Bridge, it will help the free flow of people within Lunge to Freetown, and it will less congestion in Freetown. So now that he's saying President Dio is the champion of roads and bridges, let him construct the Lunge Bridge. I want to say a big thank you to
Honorable Mohammed T. Fofana.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. I want to say thank you to His Excellency, the President, retired Leadership Leone, first of all, for giving us one of the best finance ministers in the history of this country. And also the Deputy Minister of Finance, one that is sitting right in front of us today. The woman sitting in front of us, I know her very well. She led one of the very lucrative oil companies in the United States. I know her experience reflected in this document. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to join my colleague honorable members from Kailan and Kono to make certain corrections. Mr. Speaker, we are honorable members. Whatever we say, whatever we speak in this parliament reflects the House. The honorable member from Bombali earlier on said not a single cent was allocated to local council across the country. Mr. Speaker, honorable member, by evidence of this document, we know that is not true, that is misleading. So, Mr. Speaker, I think we have to offer this document to the leadership of the APC, to their members, so they will be able to look at it and learn and read to know that for the fiscal year of 2025, indeed, local council did receive allocations. I will not waste my time to go over the figures. The document is available.
Mr. Speaker, now that he has referred us to a document that he has, we really want a copy of that document.
It's here.
It will be provided.
No, let's get that.
Honorable, after your debate, make copies available.
We'll send it over.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Even the soft copy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, indeed, when you peruse this document, when you scan through this budget, you will agree that it is indeed a proper growth budget because the interest of our people is reflected in this budget. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, for over decades, we have now seen the inflation rate of our country within a single digit. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, that is an achievement for the economy of our country under the leadership of His Excellency the President. And we continue to encourage the Ministry of Finance to continue working on our economy so that we stay within the single range inflation of our country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to go to roads. Mr. Speaker, I want to take you to page 37. Mr. Speaker, let me take you to page 36, paragraph 157, and it reads, multilateral development partners, including Badia and ISDB, will disburse $544.6 million to finance the construction of several roads, including Cambia, Tompare, and Kamakwe Road. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, being an MP from Cambia District, I want to say thank you to His Excellency for including this road into the budget. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the construction of that road will be a historic piece of infrastructure to this nation. Mr. Speaker, that road will provide a safe travel for our people. It will bring economic opportunity for our people, Mr. Speaker. That road will bring us connectivity within regional boundaries, Mr. Speaker. The people from Kamakwe, Tompare to Cambia will be able to navigate with ease. Mr. Speaker, people that want to do business or go to Guinea will use that road, Mr. Speaker, to go to Guinea and do business instead of going all the way to Makeni, going to Kabbalah, going to Port Loko, and try to access the border. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we want to say thank you to His Excellency for paying premium to the health sector. Mr. Speaker, today we see that we have about 1.4 billion allocated to the health sector. And indeed, that is a manifestation for His Excellency prioritizing the human capital development in this country. Mr. Speaker, we all witness the decrease in the maternal mortality rate by 60%, and also the decline of the infant mortality rate, Mr. Speaker, from 70 to 56. That is a great achievement in our health sector, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we have seen how much solarization has improved our health sector. Over 40 health facilities in our country today has been powered with an uninterrupted renewable energy. Mr. Speaker, that by itself gives us hope. That by itself restored the confidence of our people. That by now, we know our mothers and our sisters will not give back in darkness. Now we know, by performing major surgeries in hospitals, we know we can do it without power outage. Now we know that we can sell our vaccines. Now we know that our equipment that are used, that require energy, we continue to operate without interruption. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, for the very first time in our nation, Mr. Speaker, the government is constructing a cancer diagnosis center in Sierra Leone. We know the effect of cancer. We know how our sisters, how our people are suffering because we don't have the diagnostic tools, equipment, facility in our country. They have to say, okay, let's fly them to other countries. But the president, in his wisdom, have decided that we need to have one in our country. So today, Sierra Leone, we are proud. Very soon, we will have a cancer diagnostic center in our country, which will also which will also give other countries in the sub-region opportunity to come to Sierra Leone so that those to be diagnosed for cancer. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, also a few months ago, the Minister of Health facilitated the purchase of 10 CT scanning machines. Mr. Speaker, that is very huge for our country because we know the health challenge that we have. It is in the budget, Mr. Speaker. It is in the budget, and that is very, very important because we know the health challenges that we have in our country. We should be able to be magnanimous enough to give premium to the health sector because we know a healthy nation is a happy nation. Mr. Speaker, again, because of His Excellency the President prioritize the health of our people. Mr. Speaker, the President just commissioned a machine that is called Allotted. Allotted was installed in commerce. Mr. Speaker, this is an innovative tech-based human table that gives an incredible platform for our medical students to be able to have opportunity to look through the anatomy of human. And this will give them the opportunity to look at the internal organs of anybody real time. Because we've seen even within here, the parliament, we've seen colleagues being flown to India because we don't have these facilities. But Mr. Speaker, the President approached it that we should bring some of these facilities to our country because it is important for our medical students to learn how to be able to use some of these equipment. For that, when they graduated, they should be able to put this into practice. We want to say thank you to His Excellency for that. And yes, this is in the budget. Mr. Speaker, honorable members,
Honorable, we have 1 more minute.
Today I'm giving priority to the health sector. Recently, Mr. Speaker, for over a decade, the mortuary in Komon-Tok Hospital has been refurbished, Mr. Speaker. They have brought it into an international standard, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Because His Excellency not only give the veto to living, but also He dignified even the dead. Mr. Speaker, today we can boast of ambulances. We have the National Emergency Response Team. Mr. Speaker, I was in the Lithuania at one time, when we are having the SLPB convention. A staff from this parliament benefited from that emergency response, Mr. Speaker. Somebody had a fracture. That's of course danger. But because of that emergency response, Mr. Speaker, they were able to rescue that person. And there were more than 5 other people being rescued. Mr. Speaker, I want to give kudos to His Excellency the President. Mr. Speaker, finally, I want to look at the wage bill. Mr. Speaker, I know we heard that our colleagues were criticizing the wage bill. Mr. Speaker, the wage bill in this budget of 7.9 billion, Mr. Speaker, this will give opportunity to this country, especially in the educational sector, to recruit 2,500 new teachers. You go to Bombalina, we put them. McKinney, my 91, Box Local, all of them will benefit. Gambia, all of them will benefit from this. Mr. Speaker, honorable members.
Round up now, please.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members. We also want to applaud His Excellency the President for the fight he's doing in the agricultural sector. Today, we have seen the tremendous job in the prices of a lot of commodities and how we have eased on the importation of some of the products we use in Sierra Leone. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Honorable Mohammed T. Fofana. Honorable Jawa Sisi. Is Honorable Umupai around? Are you around? You ready? Yes, proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to say thank you to the Minister of Finance and his team for putting this document in place to detail enhancing domestic revenue mobilization for sustained economic stability and improved service delivery. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am here with the Finance Act and also again the Appropriation Act, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Madam Minister, I am Honorable Jawa Sisi from constituency 056. Now we don't have constituency. It is PR from Tonkolili district, representing the people of Sambaya Chiefdom, Dansogaya Chiefdom, and Kalakumba Chiefdom. There is a reason why I'm still repeating the community that I'm representing. Madam Minister, I wish the Minister of Finance would have been here today for him to know me properly. Because I'm talking in respect of when it comes to Madam Minister, coming from a community that hosts the Bumbuna Hydro, coming from a community that hosts the Leone Rock Mining Company, I believe that community is the breadbasket of this country when it comes to revenue mobilization. Before I further, Madam Minister, I would like to quote this one from Gina McCarthy. He said, environmental justice is not just about environment. It is about having equal access to economic growth and making sure that no community is left behind. In this case, for us to host the Bumbuna, also host the Leone Rock Mining Company. I know when it comes to GDP or economic mobilization of this country, in this country, you consider those areas. And all the time you see His Excellency the President always name mining as one of the key sources of income in this country. You can't believe the road taken from Ogoroka to Bendulu for the past 7 years. It's just a promise. Up to now, I haven't seen anything else. I don't know what the people of Dansogaya, Kalantumba, and Sambaya have done to this government. I think we are not wrong, or they are not wrong to voting the SLPP in 2018 for them to have 1 seat. They also have 1 seat again in 2023, but up to now we haven't seen anything. Yesterday, my learned colleague from Kairan district asked what have we done with the CDA, His Excellency the President usually give us. Let me tell you one thing. We are so skeptical and technical in handling that one for now, because I know that yes, Tonkolili district has been declared as an opposition district to this political party called SLPP under the government. Because for the past 7 years, we know there is no hope again. After this budget, trust me, the people of Tonkolili don't have any hope in this government. That is why the CDA that His Excellency the President is giving us, we are spending it as technically for us to know that technically we are in, if you go to Sambaya Chiefdom, you will see through the paramount chief and other stakeholders, they have built hotels. You come to Dansogaya, you will see multi-purpose buildings. And when you go to Simbria Chiefdom, you will see hospital. We also extended it to student scholarship. The reason why I'm saying this, The reason why I'm saying this, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we have seen for the past 7 years, all the budgets they have prepared, we have been left behind. So now we know our own budget is the CDA. Because when you ask them for road construction, you ask them about any other facility or infrastructure, they will say, we are giving you guys CDA. So now our budget for 2026 is the 2025 CDA they are going to give us in March. Look at the roads. Tonkolele is a district that connects to so many districts. When you take from Mototoka to Go, you also take from Mogoloka to Manaitwan to Mogoloka to Manaitwan. If you look at that road, Mr. Speaker, it's so deplorable. Mind you, Manaitwan holds the Maiwo. So therefore, in that place, we have an economic activities. You go to Mototoka to Go, we have the FG road. There is still an economic activities going on there. You go to Mogoloka to Benny, we have the Loro. There is still an economic activity going on. So I think as a minister, when it comes to allocation of budget, you should learn to prioritize areas that you are having resource. But looking at this budget, as if we are nothing. I don't know either the Minister of Works, before they present their budget to the Minister of Finance, they usually go around the country and seek. Madam Minister, recently I'm just from Bond District in Perichi. I don't know Moses Eddy. Bond District in Perichi. When you take the road from my background to Bond District, trust me, it's so deplorable. And this is a community that hosted the inside. So that's why when my colleagues were saying yesterday that His Excellency the President, under this government, have constructed more road than the past government. It's worrying me. I don't know where is he coming from. I don't want to say he's lying, but go to those areas today. I know in the past government, they constructed a lot of roads. Our minister, taking a look at the road taking from Binkono to Kalantuba. Kalantuba Tigla is part of Tonkolele district, and then goes to the Goguna Highway. That road is so horrible. People are struggling between that road. Looking at page, let me take you to page 36. I've talked about infrastructure. They have named all the areas that they are intending to construct with. As I'm talking at the people of Sambaya, Damsovaya, and Kalantimba were sitting looking at me and listening to me. I have the message that I deliver here again. They ask a question: what have they done for them to name all these roads? They said, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, government is allocating to the Leone Road Authority SLR 792.9 million from the domestic capital budget for the reconstruction and rehabilitation of roads. The amount provided will cover the reconstruction of Kabala Falaba, Limbeya Junction, Guinea Border Road, Banajuma Pujon, and so on. When they have that, yes, we are not among, Tonkolele is not among these people. Trust me, it kills all of us. This is so sad. And each time I stand up here, I will still continue to say it. President Bio, in his presidential speech 2019, he said he will construct Mototoka to Bo Road. Up to now, this is 2025. 7 years in leadership. No hope for the people of Tonkolele. Even my colleague over there, already four, they can testify that. Road that is supposed to take 30 minutes to Bumbuna, 30 minutes to Bendu, Mogoka, all 1 hour. We are not spending up to 6 hours. Come to the health aspect. Come to the health aspect. All these sorts of income government is getting from that place. Madam Minister, if you look at Sambaya Children, we only have one health center for Bendu to turn out the section. And you go to the other section, these are all the health centers that you cannot even count. Trust me. The rate at which pregnant men are dying is too high for us. I need to consider us. Come to that program system. The villages that hosted the mining company itself, they don't have health centers. Up to Sansagala village, except to Bola village, those areas, they are moving down to Bumbuna town. I remember in my last campaign when I witnessed an accident from Sansagala to Bumbuna. Madam Minister, this budget for me, I call it a partial budget. Tonkolele will not have hope in the government. I would like you for the next one, budget to let you consider us. When it comes to employment, the honorable minister said, Mr. Speaker, honorable member, from the current budget, government is allocating 49.7 million. You know, this government is proposing or projecting 500,000 jobs. But as I'm talking now, Madam Minister, when you go to the Europe Mining Company, there is a sub-company called BCM, is now closing. And that company has more than 400 staff. What is the fate of those people? And you are saying you are going to create 500,000 employment. Madam Minister, come back again to the road. As my landlord colleague said yesterday, that this government have done more than the past government in terms of road construction. And now this is very close to you now. The road taking from Bottom Mango to Blafos Village itself, called the James Road. We constructed the Lumley Blafos Village Road. We constructed the Witness Road. Now you only left the James Road to Blafos Village. Even my landlord colleague Benji can testify that. Up to now for 7 years, nothing is going on there. And this is a community that posted the, as he said, the orange. Government is having money. They are having revenue from those people. Just to consider it. Madam Minister, the only thing that I have seen for Tonkolele is natural. The only thing that I have seen in 2034 is natural. Imagine, my brother, I have to wait only to Benji. Who will respond? Madam Minister, trust me, only 3 community, 3 children hosted in the owner of my company.
Hold on. Yes, what do you want to say? Honorable, you have 1 more minute, clearly, but hold on.
The honorable member of Komon-Tok is talking about Western over this week. I do believe that when you are talking about Western over this week, when you are talking about the
Hold on.
I want to clear allegations. When the honorable member is talking about Western over this week, I think when you talk about development, honorable member Benjamin, I'm passionate about development in Western over this week.
What have you done?
Hold
If you are talking about initiative or development in the Western urban district, I will not have prepared on top.
Okay, it's all right.
And the other time I talking about the Bottom road,
It's all right.
I think that was the road that I'm pushing heavily into the I want to assure that I'm talking to the next election. That road is going to be completed.
It's all right. Thank you very much. Let's honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
You have 1 minute, but I'll add another 1 minute. 2 minutes now.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to thank my brother, and please continue the work. We want to see the Lumley Road, Bottom Mango to Blafos to be constructed. Mr. Speaker, honorable member, let me come back again. As I said, we don't have hope in this project. One of the hope Komon-Tok district have is the Mining District Development Fund. Since we passed this act in 2022, up till now, Mr. Speaker, Komon-Tok district have not received anything called the Mining District Development Fund. And this is an act that is placed by the Minister of Mines, which was very good. We have 19 children in Komon-Tok district. Only 3 children host the mining company. So they make a provision for the extra children that are within the district. Therefore, 20% of the royalty paid to the government should go back again to the other children that do not host the mining company called the Mining District Development Fund. Where is this money today? Come back again to Blafos Barracks. You know, my brother can testify also. Mr. Speaker, honorable member, when you go to the barracks, those barracks, the Blafos Barracks, Juba Barracks, Komon-Tok Barracks, all those other barracks, they don't have good roads. And the worst thing is that the Blafos Barracks hosted the CC, and there is a construction company called CCECC. I don't know if that's what they call it. For family, under what condition? The humanities of that field, but we check the barracks from the main junction inside the barracks down to Orel. They have 4 roads. Please, Mr. Speaker, leading to the minister to consider those back into Komon-Tok in terms of the health sector. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the national meeting when it comes to health. So penalty achievement that has 45 billion, only have 2 health centers. We have to consider them. Once more, I want to say thank you to Mr. Speaker for the time you gave me.
Thank you very much. Honorable Aruna Papa Solomon Lako, you ready? Honorable Umupai. Give her the mobile mic. What is wrong with your mic? IT? Are you okay? Yes, proceed. Yes. Where's the mobile mic? Where is the IT fellow? Yes, proceed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the chance to talk. I want to start specifically to acknowledge my sister on the other side that spoke about equality education.
Put up the other mics.
Put up that other mic.
And this other one here. Yes, proceed.
Yeah, my sister on the other side was very worried about the number of employees that should add to the 318 free quality assurance officers. I want to say to my sister that, as she said, and she spoke about social sanitary plan, she focused mostly on basic education. But I want her to know that this one is a new issue for Sierra Leone, because before 2028, before 2018, there was nothing like school quality assurance officers in schools. We didn't even know about PASS or even the WASH system. So I think my sister respectfully should actually give kudos to this government, because it was since 2018 that this government focused on schools to actually build up the quality of our children in schools. And I want her to know that we have the whole Ministry of Education Act bill since 2004. It was this government that has reformed and restructured a new basic education bill that was passed here in Parliament on the 19th of June 2023. And the same goes to my brother on the other end. I want to acknowledge what she said about the roads to Moyamba. We are all from Moyamba, and I'm here representing the people of Moyamba. You know, I don't know whether perhaps I wanted to fill the space on the paper, but you know that on the 19th or the 15th of February here in this world, we passed the bill, and the amount of 148 million, if you can check at the paragraph, 154 and 155, you will see that the bill has been passed, and it is in the pipeline. The road from Abang to Semion will be reconstructed very soon. The SLRA director was here last week, and he spoke with me and said that road will be passed. I even want to, whilst I spoke about the free quality education, MBSSC have been very good to establish a special sector at that department, so that free quality education can go on its journey very well. On that note, I want to say, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, that on paragraph 185 to paragraph 190, that the 2026 budget is designed to uplift Sierra Leoneans through the big 5 game changers, with human capital development remaining the central pillar to inclusive growth and prosperity. You know, this bill is a bill actually that directly focuses on the welfare of our people. It looks at the social infrastructures of our people, access to education and health facilities. Even the disabilities are included in the bill. The bill looks at so many things, but I want to focus on health and education. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, from the year 2020 to 2023, this country achieved major improvements in health indicators, like maternity mortality reduced from 443 to 354, whilst in 2015 to 2018, we had 1,650 mortality rates. These governments have actually reduced infant mortality rates from 66 to 55, whilst the former government, it was still up to 69. Like our life expectancy now, it have gone up to 62. So we can be proud that Sierra Leoneans can live up to 62. But since 2015 and 2018, our life expectancy was very poor. It was about 55. Why? Because human capital was not focused. Because quality health facilities were not there. So, you know, because I'm a health practitioner, I actually liaise very much with doctors at Moyamba. The DMO at Moyamba, I have been working together with him. We visited areas at our district and my chiefdom to look at PHUs. On that note, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, you know, last government, 2015 to 2018, there were 1,360 PHUs in this country. But now, this government now have raised it up. We have more PHUs than before. We have 456 PHUs more, 1,633 PHUs in this country. And for my beloved Moyamba district, we had only 95 PHUs before 2018. But now we can proudly say we have 113 PHUs. The number has increased. And this project, because it is focusing on human capital and directly on the welfare of our people, now electrification in PHUs has been very, very positive. We have 300 PHUs in the country that have electrification, as to 2018 when there was only 80. And even that 80, the government did not even sponsor it. It was sponsored from a project called Solar Electrification and Playhouse, Danke Koroma's Foundation. But this government, because of focusing on our people in the villages, so the PHUs are very well equipped. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to say that Moyamba district is one of the districts that is mentioned on page 145 that is benefiting from rehabilitation of hospitals, together with Pujong and the other districts. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, if you look at the Appropriation Act for 2025, the one which was allocated from the Ministry of Health was 131 million leos. As today, 2026 Act, the money have gone up to 132 million leos. That shows the commitment of this government, the HE, and the financial team to see that Ministry of Health gets what they want. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, paragraph 148, my colleagues are talking about wage bill. But without wage bill, how can our workers live? How can our workers survive? Because of the wage bill that was projected to 1 billion, that is allowing the ministry to employ 3,000 workers. We all know here that we didn't know about being code before. before 2028 for nurses. But now it is very popular that our nurses will be having PIN code. Thanks to our dedicated chairperson for health that have been collaborating with the minister to see that nurses in this country have PIN code. So please let you know on the other side that 3,000 of our nurses will be having PIN code because of the money allocated to them. The large workforce of our PHUs are being respected, they are being supervised, and all that goes down to our dedicated DHOs that we have in our district. I want to really praise the DMO that we have in Moyamba district. He is a man that goes with his team to most of the PHUs in the villages, in the chiefdom. Because when you supervise, you can know which PHU that you can maintenance or which PHU that you can renovate. So kudos to our DMO at Moyamba district. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, according to the minister at paragraph 143, the National Medical Supply Service receives 64.4 million, and that one will boost our medical facilities, especially for the free medical care. 42 million is exclusively procured for free health, drugs, especially for our PHUs in our villages. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the health compact is deepened through the primary health care, continued supply of free health care to pregnant women, stronger action against push, because this money which is given, most of these are prioritized in there. Expansion of our dialysis service. My brother on this other side here spoke about dialysis that have been
Honorable, you have 1 more minute.
focused in Sierra Leone. And then the next, we have an emergency response unit that we are focusing on. And Mr. Speaker, honorable members, because this government is focusing on human capital development and the big 5 changer, according to paragraph 91 to 94 to 95, government continues major investment in basic education, teaching teachers training quality, digital electrification of schools. About 800,000 children have benefited from electrification of schools. In Moyamba, we continue to have electrification of some schools, and I also want to say that as I've spoken about the DMO, it is the same for the MBSSC workers at Moyamba. They are actually out in the field, working together with quality assurance officers in monitoring. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, before I sit down, I please want to add my voice to make some recommendations. Increase PHO staffs in remote country chiefdoms in Moyamba. Expand solar installations in most of the other PHUs that don't have them. Strengthen the drug supplies. Increase district health management team. Because the DMO has his team, but it is also nice to increase the DHMT. Integrate more digital health focus, because our pregnant women need to be focused on. On that note, I want to say thank you very much to Mr. Minister and your team. You've actually did a very great work, focusing on human capital. The 5 big changes in this budget is very key. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Komon-Tok. Is Honorable Hawa Kalon around? Are you around? Okay, now Honorable Aruna Papa Solomon Lako. After Honorable Papa Solomon Lako, Honorable Hawa Kalon, you are going to be the last debater today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Lako be strong.
Today is another day for us. And again, for this year's budget, is a budget that we should look at with a critical lens. I have had debaters from
the other side of Parliament. But when I was listening, something came up in my mind to ask this Honorable House if really we are here to discuss the gains of the SLDP or to discuss the budget that is in front of us. Because for almost 2 days now, debaters from the other side of the world have been discussing the gains made by this government, of which many Sierra Leoneans will not agree with them. But our task here for this week, I think, is to debate this budget and to give recommendations or critical input to the Ministry of Finance as to the way they should drive this country for the next 12 months, effective January. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to thank Madam Minister and her team. I want to thank Madam Minister and her team for considering one of our schools in Topoli district, that is the Matura Girls Secondary School. For the first time in 7 years, a school is mentioned in the budget throughout the life of the SFPBC 2018 to date from Komon-Tok. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, when I read through this budget, I realized that an astronomical fee of about 39.6 million being allocated to the Ministry of Education for the procurement and distribution of sanitary pads for school girls in all secondary schools. I guess this particular activity is an initiative of the First Lady, the Hands Off Our Girls initiative, championed by the First Lady. My concern here is this money has been allocated to the Minister of Basic Education. Is this money or this activity being championed by the ministry or the office of the First Lady, since is the champion for this particular initiative? Mr. Speaker, honorable members, it also surprises me, especially when I read through this document. I'm still wondering whether colleague members of Parliament have actually captured what I have captured as a member of Parliament that has carefully read through this document. Under Education, page 33, paragraph 135, here we actually saw the breakdown of figures, monies that will be spent on basic and senior secondary school education. Subsidies are allocated under this paragraph for school feeding program. Subsidies are allocated for the procurement of sanitary pads. Subsidies are allocated also as a grant to school for the physically challenged. Subsidies are also allocated for junior secondary schools and the payment of WAS and BECE examinations. But no subsidies allocated for the payment of for school fee grants for senior secondary school. I don't know if it's an aside or it's a mistake, but I have carefully noted all of the activities or programs that will be supported under the basic and senior secondary school education. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we know human capital is a program that has been championed by this government, and they see it as a critical program for human development, for nation's development. And if we have seen something that we say a mismatch of what they are pushing for by eliminating a critical component in the basic education sector, by not paying school fees for senior secondary school for 2026. I think, Madam Minister, I want you to note this one and see if it's a mistake or it's something that you have decided to do as a Ministry of championing finances in this country. We know budgeting is the first step to financial freedom. That is why when developing a budget, components that will develop, components that will enhance progress should be considered. Colleague honorable members from Togolili have spoken. They have said a lot about our district. If actually this government is not particular in supporting programs to enhance development for the people of Togolili, but they should consider that they also have supporters in Togolili district. They have people that have sacrificed for them. They have people that have given their all for this government. For 7 years, Togolili remains to be neglected. And it's the bread basket for this country. We are contributing to the socio-economic development of this nation. So if Togolili continues to be neglected, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want this government to know, Madam Minister, that you have party members who have done their best to making sure that this government remains in power, and they are still pushing for you. If you are not doing it for the masses of Togolili district, do something for them so that they will be proud to say we have a government. But it's sad for them. We are in pity for them for the sacrifice that they are making, and you have always neglected this district. Countless of the contributions. Last year, in the last budget here, they mentioned to develop one of the most attractive areas in Togolili district, Polifa Mayoso, the Okumbi community. They have a big factory there that was constructed by the late Brahmanji. In the 2023 budget, you mentioned that you are going to improve that place. Up to this time, a single block has not been laid in that place. What have we done as a district? Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I'm a bit critical whenever we have budgets in this place. I carefully read this budget line by line to understand the budget, how my people will benefit, how Togolili will benefit by extension Sierra Leone. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, when I also read through this budget, page 36 and paragraph 156 of this document, nice guy. Page 36, paragraph 156, Madam Minister, this is the third time that I'm debating budget here. And some of these towns keep coming year in, year out. But Togolili is always not in this particular program. So, Madam Minister, 56 says the amount we also cover under roads and bridges. The amount we also cover the rehabilitation of city and internship roads in Bo Kenema, Magoroka, Pucheon, Matujong, Bong, Tiun, Cambia, McKinney, and Western Rural, urban and rural. Key streets and roads targeted in the western area, including Macaulay Street and High Broad Street in Moritan. It's really sad because if we are thinking how we are contributing to the GDP, of which those monies will be taken from to support these communities, these areas, I see no reason why Togolili should be neglected. My colleague honorable member from Togolili mentioned that we have the Myro, we have the FG Gold, we have the biggest mining company now in the sub-Saharan Africa, which is the Leone. If you have mentioned all of these towns to be supported on road construction, international road construction, why not my God, a town that I come from? Why not? What have we done with all Mr. Speaker, honorable members? I want to go briefly on water. My brother is starved. We have areas that need water supply. We have areas that need water supply. The only source that our people are benefiting from is not contaminated by illegal mining. Our leader from Tokolili, two from Tokolili, the honorable member from my 91, has persistently calling in this house to paying attention to the Roque River. Up to this time, we have not given the attention required. And that is the only source now that our people from the riverine area are depending on to get water. If this particular river is not given attention, there will be a time that even the hydro that we are busting off will one day collapse. The supply of other areas. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, finally, I want to look at the youth. I don't have time. It is a broad area that we need to be discussed, that needing attention. Consider what is happening. Money allocated to this ministry. Is it fixed that every year we just give 5 million to the Ministry of Youth? Is it fixed? Is it fixed that every year we should give 17.something million to the Ministry of Social Welfare, considering of what is happening now in this country? Yesterday, when coming to this place, I met a lifeless body between Shell and Wellington. So they gave the same thing I met a body there. And somebody is saying that has been the thing of the past. But things are still happening. Last week I visited 3 rehabilitation centers. I visited the Hesse Rehabilitation Center, I visited the Bundama Body Street Rehabilitation Center, and I also visited the Kalaundaru Rehabilitation Center, Mr. Speaker. The stories are so many. But I don't have time, Mr. Speaker, honorable member, to discuss this one. But I think we should increase the budget in social welfare and the Ministry of Youth. I thank you all.
I want to say thank you for giving me the audience to render my Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. And I also say thank you to the Ministry of Finance for working on this fine document. Budget is a process. I mean, having been a senior administrator for over 40 years, I have sat down in budget meetings year after year. The work that is put into a budget cannot be overstated. So I want to take this opportunity to thank the ministry and the team. I read through this budget urgently, and I picked out 2 areas that I'm going to debate on, and that is the health and social services, because that is where my expertise is. And when I look at the health, I want to say thank you. Only a sober government, we want to put health first, because health is wealth. I visited the Pujan District Health Center over the weekend because I had donated 40-foot container of medical equipment to that center. So I visited them just to oversee what the use of the health supplies I sent there has been going on. When I visited and I saw the status of the health center from the last time I saw this health center, I was amazed. The health center now have 24 hours of electricity. We are now boasting of surgical center that is well equipped. So I was very, very pleased. And when the doctor informed me that they are building another center in Zimi and another center in one of Pujan Township or around, I know that we're going to have 3 hospitals in Pujan district. So in Pujan, health is wealth. We want to say thank you to the government and to the ministry. And I also want to, when I also saw the social services under the rehabilitation of our addicts, I was pleased because we can yell and yell about push from January to December. But if we do not pay attention and realize that those our brothers and sisters that are taking push are addicted and they need help, nothing will happen. Addiction is real, and so many of us are addicted to so many things. So when it comes to addiction, let us don't play politics with it. Addiction is real, and we should not make those who are addicted feel ashamed to ask for help. The Bible says when you ask, then you shall receive. But if we put shame on them, then they will shy to ask. And when they say rehabilitation center, it pleases me that the Kush brothers and sisters are going to be rehabilitated and integrated back into our communities. I would love to see a success story when the Kush or addicts will come and become a representative in their area, or become a principal or a lawyer. Because if they are rehabilitated if they are given treatments through therapy, I know they will come back and be good citizens. And that is what this government is hoping for. And I say thank you for involving them and including them in this budget. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, I want to talk a little bit about agriculture and the feed salon program. I am an agriculturist myself. I am a farmer.
Hold on, Honorable Nenelevi, SO5. Hold on, Honorable Awakaro.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I move that SO5 to be suspended for the business of the House Committee.
Any seconder?
I so second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Proceed.
The honorable member on the other side yesterday was talking about the cost of paper. That paper is now 5 euros per cup. Honestly, I don't know what paper costs because I plant paper. I go behind my house and pick paper and I cook it.
Thank you.
We have over 100 honorable members in this world. If everybody is doing their own bits and we are not giving lip service to feed salon, salon will be fed by us. Even if it is a backyard garden. Yes, I have a female community group that I set that is being supported by FSRP, and they own their own garden. So they don't even know what is the cost of pepper in the market because they go to their garden and pick it and come cook it. And the other day, my honorable member from the other side was criticizing the NRA and calling them names. But it is us in this world that has given the NRA mandates to go do their jobs. And if in doing their jobs we don't give them the support or we ridicule them, then we are telling the citizens not to also work with them. And I think it's very saddened. NRA, the director of NRA, Mrs. Jennifer Parker, is a very hardworking woman. I've worked with her before now, and I know she's very serious in whatever the responsibility she's given to do. So let us support her and let us support the NRA to collect, to do the needful so that the budget will be fulfilled. And on that note, I will just add about road construction. The Ministry of Finance, please remember the Kenema-Zimi Road. The Kenema-Zimi Road is a death trap, and that road leads to international highway. It's an international highway. So please remember the Kenema-Zimi Road. On that note, I will say thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity, and thank you for the Ministry of Finance for putting this fine document together. It only takes a responsible government and a sober minister to get a document like this for us. And I will just give audience, just say to my fellow members, let us do due diligence and let us approve this budget and get the government to work. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Hawa Kalon. You are my best debater today. The other day I said this week. You have won twice, so they are just equalizing. Yes, announcements. Honorable, okay, Mr. Minister, Madam Minister, you may lead. Thank you.
Announcements. Notice of meeting from the Parliament Commission. Members of the Parliament Commission are hereby notified that there will be a meeting on Monday, 8 December 2025 at 11 a.m. at the Speaker's Conference Room. Thank you for listening. Another announcement, honorable members are kindly invited to attend the 7th anniversary of the Hands Off Our Girls campaign and launch of Building Resilience campaign for 2025-2027 in Sierra Leone. The march will take place on Saturday, 13th December 2025, commencing at 10:30 a.m. with a procession from Moton Mango to the hockey pitch Wilberforce. Members are encouraged to attend and on time. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. Leaders, tomorrow, leaders, please be informed that tomorrow I'll take 2 from here, 2 from here, and around. So choose those you want to do. Choose those you want to debate tomorrow. It used to be. No, tomorrow. No. I'm traveling tomorrow. Don't approach me. 2 from here. The other thing for Vision 4, you have Cesar. No, I will adjourn tomorrow. Honorable members, the sitting is adjourned to tomorrow, Friday. Good. 5th December 2025 at 10 a.m.
Not for me, yeah?
Yeah, they are just